Sanbanani guys, welcome back to yet another video guys, and we are speaking about the latest episode of the Matsai sisters. Guys, we haven't even settled into the show, but it drama. I mean, this was literally episode 2, Mara guys, it drama that was coming out of this episode. I was complaining when the Bala family ended. I was complaining with you guys, hey, it was overstimulating. The Matsai sisters, guys, nothing compared to the Bala family. If you thought the Bala family has drama, no, sorry. The Matsai sisters are here. And listen, guys, these sisters seem like they've been through the most. And abantu bane-trauma, guys, sinama-trauma nje, guys. And I've said this before, there's just something about reality TV shows that just, I don't know if they expose the traumas or what do they do, but anyway, let's get right into this episode, guys. So remember last week, guys, Udumo, which is Uphumzile's daughter, she was having a confirmation ceremony. So this episode continues from that. So it is the day of the event. We just see, they don't show us much of the confirmation ceremony. I guess they were protecting, people's identities because there's a whole lot of other people there. But the only thing we saw is Udumo dancing there. She looked very happy, you guys. The dress actually was designed by one of the twin sisters. She looked amazing. I didn't get a chance to see the makeup because I wanted to see this makeup so I can see what it did. The eyeshadow need blending or something like that. I don't know how I was going to be able to see that, but anyway, so it's the day of the event. So the event has happened, and now they are sitting down as the Matsai sisters with their mother, and they are having some sort of lunch, you guys. That lunch, yazi, like Utobo anyway starts saying ukuthi she misses uCosmos. While they're eating, commenting on the food, ukuthi ukudla kumnandi ini, then Utobo says ukuthi yazi mabunje ngikhumbula uCosmos. Only to find out uCosmos is their father. Is their father who never did right by their mother. He never married their mother. And this is one of the things that keeps coming up commonly, you guys, that they feel like one of the reasons why they suffered the way they did is because the father did not marry the mother. And I've noticed that many people, guys, they don't get that. But there's a truth in that, guys. There's a way even your father, or not all families, but some families, guys, there's a way how your father's family treats you that were made in marriage. They just kind of treat you in a different way. But anyway, and Utobo says she always dreams about her father. It looks like her father was a musical person. So she says in her dreams, she's always having dreams about the father and them talking about music and whatnot. And Uphumzile, you can see with Utobo's the one who conversation. And Uphumzile comes in and she says, listen, she's got an anger towards him, towards uCosmos. She says that today, she's like, Niyazi, today I've got an addiction to buying shoes, even the ones I buy shoes that I don't even need because that man never bought me shoes. She goes on to say, was even the time that he bought shoes for her, he would buy her small shoes, guys. Eko size 6, yena ubaba wakhe athenga size 5 uyihlangu, guys. She was explaining ukuthi there she would have to run for the train. Ngalana ileda iyamudla because the shoe is small. Ngalana she was not doing well at school. So that man has caused a lot of trauma for her. Phumzile goes on to say even umama benganandaba ukuthi sifunda kuphi thina. She did not came, and she says ukuthi she finished standard 5. Now some of you guys who don't know standard 5 is grade 7. She finished standard 5 and she never had her mother did not even bother finding a school for her. So guys, back in the days there was some schools they didn't have what we have today where you start from grade 1 to matric. there was from grade 1 to grade 7, and then once you're in grade 7 mele ufune esinye isikole and go to high school. There's some schools that actually still do that. They call it secondary. So the mother, when uPhumzile saying when she got to grade 7, her mother benganaskolo, guys, the mother didn't even bother finding a school for her to go to grade 8. So she's explaining ukuthi impilo yakhe beyinzima kabi. So for uThogo to come and say ukuthi she misses the father ngathi like it was a jolly memory, like not for her. Now this is the unfortunate thing, guys, we can all be sisters, sukhulele ndawini A1 under one same roof, but we have different experiences with our parents. And that's the sad reality. So you can't say, hi, ubaba ngumuntu alright. Yes, ngumuntu alright. Kuwe. He was a good person, kuwe. But your siblings might not necessarily agree. So anyway, the scary part, guys, is that the rest of the other siblings, they agreed. And they said it was the same. All of them, when they got to grade 7, when they were supposed to go to grade 8, they did not have a school. They were not registered because the mother basically did not find a school for them. Now, in the previous episode, uThogo spoke something about this. uThogo said that when her dad left, umawakhe bekakoa like so badly that she weren't in the mental condition to even take care of her kids. So uThogo had to step up and be kind of a parent. So anyway, uPhumzile in her diary session says that she could not even apply isikolo because her mother bengashadile. Now angazi ukuthi because other people were like, "Ayibo uPhumzile, like your mother not being married, what does it have to do with you not being able to go to varsity or something like that?" But she says that she had to work at a very young age and she feels like she should not have been put in the position of having the responsibility to take care of her mother, but instead her mother should have taken care of them as kids, and then when they are done, then they can relieve her of whatever work or responsibility she has. So she's kind of saying that it is not the child's responsibility. You are relieving, you are helping your parents, but they must give you a chance. You must establish yourself, ufunde, and all of that. And you know what, guys? There's a truth in that statement, but the honest truth is that some of us, guys, we don't have the privilege so your funda and whatnot, because the demand is looking at us, and you know that people's stomachs are depending on you. And yes, it does develop some sorts of anger, but the reality is, guys, that's most of us stories. We didn't get to enjoy life. That's why, guys, at times we should not judge, abantu abangathi badalanyana bathanda groove abathanda. Sometimes we should not judge them, guys, because they did not have the opportunity to do that because they were busy playing deputy parent, and now eventually when their siblings are grown, that's the only time when they get to enjoy their life and still get judged for it. Anyway, uPhumzile goes on to say ukuthi namanje, do you know, she's telling her siblings all of this, and you know what's worse, guys? She's saying all of this phambi kwamawakhe. Her mother is sitting there and she's saying ukuthi like umawethu did not care about where besifunda kuphi in school and all of the mother is there and the mother's just keeping quiet. And now the siblings, you can see ukuthi they're like, no, Phumzile, whatnot. They're kind of, trying to be sympathetic towards like how the mother must be feeling when uPhumzile is saying this. But one thing about uPhumzile, guys, she's a straight talker and she's gonna say whatever she wants to, whether like how does it sit with you, how does it land with you, that's none of her business. So uPhumzile goes on to say ukuthi namanje she is scared of children because of the way she grew up, and the twins are basically saying to ukuthi wena wakhulisela abantwana, wena wakhula wena uwashela abantwana. And she's like, yes, like I could not bath my kids and take care of my kids in that way because I was afraid of kids. I get Phumzile goes on to say ukuthi mama, like mela ngibona mina ubona imali nje till today, mela abona mina, she'll tell me ngamashukela and whatnot. And then the twins are like, hi Phumzile, like she doesn't demand anything from you. And Phumzile is like, no, tulani nina my twins, because you guys are the favorites. She does not demand anything from you guys. Kodwa mina, bela bona mina ubona imali nje. And the mother in her diary sessions, ukuthi uPhumzile is a bully child. That's what the mother said. She said uPhumzile is a bully child. Kumele kuviwe ngaye, guys. We must always listen to her. And as a mother, uPhumzile is just a child. Anyway, now she says uPhumzile is just a child. So the family says, actually not the family. Umara Phumzile starts by saying, uPhumzile, when I got pregnant with you, it was a very tough pregnancy. But I also have noticed ukuthi you like putting strangers first. You treat strangers as if they are family. And then the rest of the sisters were like, yes, ngempela uPhumzile has a problem of that. She likes putting strangers and treating them. She likes putting strangers in front of family and treating them as if they're family. And uPhumzile is like, yes. And then the family's like, "Kodwa bayabdisappoint labantu." And she's like, no, it's better getting disappointed by people who are not family than my own family. And uThoko was like, hayibo. Girl, the day you pass away, it is not the strangers in your family who abazohlala ematrasini. Yithi, it's your family that's going to be sitting there. And guys, there's such a truth in that. I know sometimes in families they put us through the most things, but guys, if you've ever went through a season where you will see people's true colors, guys. You will see the people who are truly there for you. And yes, there are some people when they've went through their sick bed, guys, they are friends with there. But in majority of people's cases, guys, when we are sick, is it not the same family who is taking care of us? It is our families. So anyway, uPhumzile is like, kusalayo, like that's better. And umama is just saying, inkinga yakho uPhumzile, your problem is that you don't love me. That's the problem. And uPhumzile is like, hayibo, like, how can you say ukuthi angikuthandi mina? Mina ngakhulisa abantwana bakho mina. Ngi-earna 120 rand and 80 rand. I used to use it every day on transport, and I still must buy food for your kids. So nina menisithi ukuthi umama ungikhulisela abantwana nami ngimkhulisela bakhe abantwana. Yo, guys, I'm just like, yo, uPhumzile. Yeah, anyway, that's uPhumzile's experience, guys. We can't even want to invalidate her feelings. But anyway, uPhumzile goes on to say, ukuthi mina mama, angiyi ndawo, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not moving out. So that means ukuthi sistakile lama, because vele asinayo ilaki yomshado. So I am basically going to stay here at home. And I'm like, imagine, guys, that family. I saw a lot of people on Twitter, they were complaining and saying, this family, banomsindo, like there's always noise. You can't hear who's talking. That's the reality of a big family, guys. Not for everyone, but that's the reality of a big family. But I am just thinking, guys, remember this ceremony, this event is Utumo's day. Like, this is a day where they should be just chilling, appreciating one another as family, but instead, like, it turns into like a fight or it turns into someone's traumas. I'm just like, sometimes, guys, some things are not like you must choose is cut. And that's one thing I've noticed about uPhumzile. If uPhumzile doesn't like something, guys, or she feels ukuthi ufuna ukukhuluma something, uzayikhuluma. Because the atmosphere was fine. Even uThoko, she was speaking in a good atmosphere, in a good way. uPhumzile was like, no, ma'am, don't speak about that man in a good way when he is the reason why nginamatrika namhlanje. Guys, that's that. Then we see uZandile, uZanele, and uThoko. They are with their uncle and they're going to visit their other uncle from their father's side to speak about umcimbi that they need to do. Remember uZanele and uZandile, they need to do umcimbi, guys, wokubonga abantu baphansi for like a twin ceremony or something like that. So umalume, they thinking ukuthi they need to go to umalume from their father's side to do the ceremony. But when they get there, umalume says, listen, because Nina, you are kids that were born out of wedlock, your mother was not married, and you guys grew up with your mother. That means umcimbi, the ceremony needs to be done from your mother's side. And then they need to speak to the uncle who they came with. The uncle is the one who's supposed to do the ceremony. who's supposed to lead the ceremony. Now, guys, even that uncle Wakoni Ambon Wuti like he's a drunkard. They were even saying in the diary session Wuti, before they even went to this meeting, they were begging him Wuti Malume siyacela ukuthi ungaphuzi namhlanje. We are going where. So they're saying that, and this like this is their uncle, their father's older brother. So he's the one, as the eldest, he's the one who's supposed to do lo mcimbi, you guys. And sometimes I just feel like some of those things, guys, are so unfair when it comes to isintu, guys, because some of the times it's just like, I guess we can't choose, guys, because like I get it, because some people were just like, how are we depending on an uncle who's a drunkard to end be like September lanjani? But sometimes they do come through for us. It's just that ezinye izinto, guys, okay too, but you can't choose your family and you can't choose the people who are responsible for doing certain things. But anyway, I'll come back to that a bit later. But anyway, that's what they are told. And then uThabo then goes on to ask ukuthi yes, size ngendaba yama-twins. Kodwa malume, we've also got a problem ekhaya. Like my sibling stuff are not going well. And I feel like we as a family, we need siwashwe, all of us and all of that. Then umalume goes on to say, ukuthi phela indaba ayiqali ngengane. Like you can't as a child want to be solving issues. So into mele iqale le phezulu. So it means your mother yena qala mele enzele umsebenzi, awashwe, agezwe, and all of that. So yeah, the uncle is saying that the problem is not really with the kids. The problem is really, it needs to start with the mother and then the kids can come in. But the uncle says from his side, them as the father side of the family, they really tried, you guys, to make things right. But the mother side of the family, they were always sharing them. They didn't have a way of speaking. And then the uncle says they ended up giving up. And that's the consequence of it, is that the children today are suffering because there was one side of the family who were just having a big head for nothing. So sometimes if umzali, guys, and you have a daughter, children who are in this situation, yes, sometimes ifuna amalobolo, sifuna inhlawulo and all of that, because we want our families to have dignity. But sometimes before dignity and all of that, let us think for the kids. Let us think for the kids, because tomorrow they are the ones who are going to be suffering the consequence of our pride. Then we see uPhumzile. Phumzile is having a meet up with a guy, and she says this guy is the real estate agent. Guy now, when uPhumzile gets into guy's office, guy says something about the attorneys are willing to take over the rates na in. So which means soon you'll be ready to be a homeowner. Lati, excuse me? Homeowner kanjani? Was not uPhumzile just saying to her parents, to her mother and her sister, ukuthi yena aphumi laphayana, she's gonna stay there, and kusho ukuthi bastakile because vele abana like yomshado, insinuating ukuthi she's not gonna leave her mother's house up until she's married. So now she is here busy talking about being a homeowner. And uPhumzile in a diary session says ukuthi this process of being a homeowner, it has been going on for over 6 months, and the only thing she wants is the keys to the house, you guys. She says even though she told her family that she did not want to move out, she has been buying this house in secret, and she will only tell them when she's ready. So I'm like, guys, that was so unnecessary. Like, why don't you just keep quiet about not moving out endlini? Why did you have to say ukuthi mina ngiyindawo and whatnot? And you know very well ukuthi wena noma wakho anizwani in that house. So why do you still want to put a stamp on that, knowing very well ukuthi you are busy in a process of buying your own house? For me, guys, yes, there's certain things we must keep a secret, but I think it kind of shows ukuthi uPhumzile, maybe there's something in her that kind of, I don't know if I'm correct in saying this, but which kind of feels like her siblings or families don't wish good for her. Because I can't imagine making such a big move without telling my mother or the people who are closest to me. Or Wushuwiti, she's really not that close with her family. Because sometimes you can be close to people, but you're not that close enough to share certain things with them. Because for me, I'm just like, I want to tell my people closer to me so that they can pray with me. uhambe kahle, izinto ezinjalo. Like, I don't want to keep such things to myself. So for me, it's kind of like alarming to the fact that she wouldn't tell not even one of her sisters, not even Utogo, guys. Now, I did say in the previous episodes that I felt like Utogo was like the older sister that I wouldn't want to have, but guys, I was mistaken there. Utogo's the type of sister, she might seem as if she's too much, you guys, but every family needs a Togo. She tries to be there for everyone, you guys, because she sees the bigger vision at hand. She's not just looking at the small fight and whatnot, and it looks like she likes ngaring abantu, but she's looking at the bigger goal as a family. We need to overcome these things. Anyway, that's in the Badaphumzile. Then we see Utogo. Utogo invites Ubusi on a walk, and she says she wants to speak about Ubusi, about her lifestyle. Now, Ubusi, you guys, first episode, she was quiet. Even this episode, she seems to, I think because she's the last born, and her siblings have such a strong personality, they kind of overshadow her in a sense. Because, yeah, I didn't see much of her, and it seems like she tries by all means not to come into the fights of her siblings. Or maybe she was young by the time a lot of things was happening for her to even comment on them. So ke uThoko was asking her ukuthi like hayibo girl ngibona ukuthi ubuyile and whatnot. So it gave me vibes of Ubusi was staying with her baby daddy. She was staying with her baby daddy, and now she's back home. So Uthoko was asking her, Aibo girl, what is your relationship status? Are you single? Like, what's going on? I'm seeing you back home. And Ubusi says, I am back home. Pela Ukai, the boyfriend, he's the type of guy that likes making everything about him in the relationship. She says that she wants to break up with the guy, and she says she's over the guy. She's noticed ukuthi the guy seems a bit psycho. In her diary session, she's like, "Ayibo abafana banamhlanje are just narcissists. Bayafana bonke nje." You see, once a woman utters that statement, you guys, I know most of us, we say it innocently, but once you utter that statement, guys, I'm just like, I know that you've been hurt to a large extent. Because if you still believe in love, guys, if you believe ukuthi abafana bayafana, bayekele, like, stop dating men, just decide to stay single, because you can't be going to a situation where you believe me all men are bad. So why are you going to date men if you believe all men are the same? All men are gonna hurt you. So anyway, she said ukuthi the guy is a narcissist, and like ama actions got guy, like you can see ukuthi like sometimes he loses his marbles a little bit. So Uthoko in her diary session, she's like, yes, ngikhuluma noBusi, but uBusi is the type of person, those type of people, guys, ukhuluma nabo bavuma yonke into, they will agree with you ngathi ku-right. Mara, once they depart from you, either will do the opposite. So Uthoko is saying Ubusi is those types. She will agree with you. Her words will say she's leaving the guy. Next thing, her actions, she goes back to the guy. And when Uthoko asked about such things, it seems like Uthoko's been a hater, or it seems like Uthoko is being jealous or something like that. Whereas Ubusi's words and her actions are not the same. So Uthoko says Ubusi is just lying to herself, and it seems like Uthoko is saying Ubusi uzobuyela, because there were some talks about amalobola, but Ubusi is saying she's not interested in amalobola. She just wants to leave. Now it also seems Ubusi is in a very abusive relationship, physically as well. Because Uthoko says when I heard ukuthi lo mfana ukushayile bemfuna i-address yakhe, because I like at this point I feel like one day bazongifonela and they're going to tell me ukuthi I must come pick up umzimba kaBusi. I'm like, if your sisters are speaking in that regard, that like any day a phone call can come in and the police are saying come and take your sister's body, that means, guys, it's a very toxic type of situation. But Uthoko says she understands where Ubusi is coming from, because her husband years back used to beat her. Her father used to beat her, so she knows ubuhlungu of a person abusing you like that. But they end the conversation by Uthoko telling Ubusi that, listen, Dasekaya, choose yourself more than anything. Choose yourself more than anything. Okay, guys. Next thing we see, we are at another event. Kapumzile. Upumzile, we know that she's got a foundation or a company that she owns called Duja Fabulous Range. And so they are having a plus size Mrs. Teen plus size event. And it's an all white, everyone's birthday. Bati, everyone's birthday. That's the theme. So everyone must wear all white and it's everyone's but it was my first time because Upumzila, when she's explaining it, she said she once went to church and there was something called everyone's birthday where everyone had an opportunity to dress up, and she says she felt special because she never had a birthday. So I think the concept is so cute because everyone wants to feel special, guys. Everyone wants that moment where they can look good. Anyway, then in that event, Utoba decides to pull Upumzile aside and about the meeting that they had nabo malume. So she's telling her ukuthi, ubaba mkhulu wethu, he needs to perform the ceremony, the one who's a drunkard and whatnot. And Upumzile is like, why ubaba mkhulu? Why him? She goes on to say, to our father passed on and he didn't even care. He didn't even care about us. So why must we be leaning on him for him to run the ceremony? Whereas when our father passed away, he was not there. I get Utoba now is trying to explain what he's the one who needs to be doing it because he's the eldest out of the siblings. She's trying to explain all of that. And Utoba's like, listen, things are not going well for all our siblings. Buga no Uzandile, like she's going through stuff that are beyond normal. And Upumzile says to uThobo, lalela Thobo, wonke umuntu uyagowa eSouth Africa, nami nje Thobo ungibona nje ngingumuntu ogowayo, like umuntu uyazichoosela umgowo wakhe basically in life. She says ukuthi people choose their battles and she's like, iyangibhora lento ungitshela yona, iyangibhora, and mina nje ngiphumile kwizinto zamadlozi, mina sengibuyele kuJesus Christ, so I don't want nothing to do with izinto zamadlozi. And then Utoba's trying to convince her, which City, like you need to support the twins for umsebenzi. And Pumzila's like, angibathandi Toba. Next thing Pumzila starts crying, guys, and she's like, I'm not going to those ceremony. I hate those people, the way they treated us. Like, I'm doing just fine in life. I don't need them. Why must we include them in our lives and all of that? And then, Utoba tries, and Upumzila is like, listen, let me think about this. But Toba beng alugutungang, don't try and pressurize it. Let me think about this. And she just walks off, and Utoba's like, okay. So that's how the episode ends. Guys, all I wanna say then, I know this is the truth for a lot of families. They went through a situation where your mother or your father passed away and the family turned around on you. Sometimes, really, if you are that family, sometimes it's not about money. People want support. Like even coming to check up on people, guys, noba auna mali, like that, the drunkard uncle, maybe he could say, benga mali to support my brother's kids. But just showing up and being an uncle there makes a difference. But also the flip side of the coin, guys, is sometimes our families, when our fathers or our mothers passed away, we are kind of a bit hard on them because we want them to step up and play a role that our fathers or our mothers couldn't play themselves. So for an example, Upumzile, her father, she said it before, her father could not even step up and be a good father. But yet she had an expectation that when her father passed away, the uncle was supposed to step up. So sometimes the families, guys, they don't have resources, they don't have means to step up in ways we want them to. So all I'm trying to say is that at some point in life, melukole, guys, forgive and love people from a distance, because you are the one also with that cancer symptoms, because they say when you don't forgive, it's like cancer. It's going to eat you. Those people it's going to eat you. So for your sake, forgive and laugh from a distance, guys. Let's park it right there. Tell me your thoughts on this episode. Please do make sure you like the video. Please do subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge. And I'll see you guys on the next one.